DJ Omi D.
All right, get out of here. You bother me. We're here Sunday, Triple Crown, bet to win the three horsemen of the apocalypse, Lapjacks, Omi D, and Jay Whitey coming in. It's Christmas time. Shitter's full, ladies and gentlemen. What else should be full is your pockets this weekend if you make these sparkling bets that we're let's not even think about last week. But the whole crew is here, including Sterling under the desk. Gentlemen, how are y'all doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm still in first place. First place, cold. Yes.
You're not too far. Everybody, the race is tightening up as we get into the final furlong. This race is going to include the playoffs. So I think this is going to run us all the way to the Super Bowl, and this is going to be another dogfight all the way to the end. I see Lapjack shaking his head, so I think he thinks he's about to pull away with these picks coming up.
He's bored from the football game that's on TV right now. Snorefest.
Oh, of course, it's Thursday night football on Amazon. Yeah,
it's a humdinger.
Yeah, that's why we're going to watch the ball game after this.
It's a doozy.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Man, look, let's show everybody how we did last week in case this is someone's first time showing the thing. Yes, it's.
Man, I almost had the most epic call. 460 yards for Cousins. I didn't call the yardage, but I said the touchdowns. I made the call on Jefferson. Now at halftime,
who cares?
I had turned it off.
Nobody has gone 0-3 2 weeks in a row
until Omi D set the precedent.
Until they do with a raccoon on his head.
Hey, the thing about
Let's go, Davy Crockett. Get your shit together.
This is not the raccoon hat. If you douchebags would understand the reference, it is a.
It's the guy that said shit from the national.
It's not a raccoon. It's not a raccoon. Yeah. You gotta understand. Yeah. Shit is full. But look, if I kept whooping y'all's ass every week, then this shit wouldn't be close and it wouldn't be worth watching. So look, at a certain point, it is the tortoise and the hare. So at this point, I'm just taking a little nap, letting it be a little tighter race. And then all of a sudden, I'm going to come back out second half. I'm explode. I'm a juggernaut. I'm a powder keg, just lying in the weeds, just waiting to explode.
Whatever.
See? Look, once again, as much as people want to talk, look, I'm still legitimately.
You're within it. I got to lose for 6 weeks straight or something like that.
Yeah, look at that. Look.
I picked up 4 games on them.
You did. Look, I am legitimately a 3-0 from being in the lead by 1 point.
I think it might be a 3-0 for your 0-3.
Yeah, I think I'm 5-5 unless Tim Lapjacks is 7-3 and you're 3-7 or maybe even 2-8 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Yeah, look, it's a long season.
It starts getting fun and people actually start showing their cards. So the true games are going to start coming out here soon.
And then at certain points, some of these games are just, like next week is going to be some interesting picks because some people are just done.
This week is interesting picks.
Yeah.
You're right. It went crazy this weekend, Lapjack. You're right.
7 games where the total was like under 40 points. Well, there's a total for 32. That's lower than the Army-Navy game.
And half of the games are going to be played in weather below 40 degrees if they're outside. So the majority of those going to be played below freezing.
What's the Cleveland game that we're going to look at? That's 10 degrees.
There you go.
Not taking anything away from content, but geez.
I don't know. It might be 10 degrees here right now.
Ain't nobody going to want to run into each other.
It's 14 degrees clear.
Don't
It'll be cold. So it's going to be a cold, but it'll be an interesting week as we get ready to see these picks as we roll into the show.
Watch, that's for sure.
As we like to say, gentlemen, let's ride. I have a friend who hates that every time Russell Wilson says
That's
it.
right.
The Packers of Green Bay versus the Dolphins of Miami. Lapjacks, who you got?
I will take the people who are nice and thought out. The people who will win. Not
3.5.
somebody's wife's favorite team.
Yeah, I mean,
And they're going to lose, and they're going to lose poorly. So,
yeah, and
take it out on your husband.
And Ace Ventura and the Dolphin. You have to think like the Dolphin. That's a good pick. The Dolphins went up to Buffalo, played a game, a tough game in cold weather, and just like that, Tua's streak of losing in really cold weather continues. So we'll just see how this one plays out. But I like this Miami pick. That over and under at 50. Does anybody think that's? Yeah, Ray Finkel by 4. I'm in.
Yeah.
If they win, I'm gonna buy a Ray Finkel jersey.
Einhorn for $350
and wear it. I'm gonna get a Ray Finkel next week and wear it.
I get beat up for wearing it down here though.
I like Ray Finkel. Let's ride. Sorry, had to get something out of my cup. Atlanta versus Baltimore. Jay Wiley, who you got?
Dumb.
I don't know if y'all saw these Atlanta stinking Falcons play last week, but they were terrible. And they're going to be terrible again this week. They're playing in Baltimore. I know they're just going to turn around and hand the ball off the entire game, but Baltimore is going to they're going to take care of business. Defense is going to take care of business. Anything more the offensive can add because the Falcons aren't going to 20 points.
What would make this a smart pick?
Not taking the Baltimore team.
I'm taking Atlanta.
Baltimore's playing in their environment. Atlanta's coming out of the dome to go up and play in some cold. Them boys want nothing to do with this.
You're right. Just like Miami didn't want anything to do with it up in Buffalo. Dumb.
They didn't, and they lost. So, I mean,
man, I don't care where you're from. You don't want to. Nobody wants to play in it. Nobody wants to play in that crap. It's too goddamn cold for that shit. Nobody wants to play in it. Baltimore don't want to be out there. Atlanta don't want to be out there. The one difference that there's going to be is that Atlanta's been able to pump up their stadium all nice and cold and shit for what it's going to be like all week. If them dudes weren't sitting in them little film rooms all bundled up all the time, that's what it's going to be like. That's what should have been happening. So, I'm not worried about it.
All right, he says Atlanta.
The only thing they can't do is the slippery conditions and how they can handle that stuff. So
total points 34 and a half.
I'm not worried about it. They got that slick little running back there, quarterback back there. Let's see what he does this time. Put in the DK pick this week.
I think what's that feller's name? That's quarterback for the
Lamar Jackson. I
believe he's back this weekend too.
That's why
and Mark Andrews is still the tight end for their football team.
And they're trying to get into the playoffs.
The Falcons can't score any touchdowns.
Sound like an idiot.
It's a pretty decent, very simple pick there, Pedro.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Peter.
We'll have that discussion.
Write it down.
We'll have that discussion on slide 2 next week.
Let's ride. Oh, the Saints of New Orleans versus the Cleveland Browns. Look, OD looked at this game. This is a tough one. It's going to be cold.
They're going to be playing in between the snow drifts.
Yeah,
it'll be worse than a Thursday night game. This is going to be so boring.
It'll be bland and boring, but I do believe that the Cleveland Browns, shout out to my homeboy's dad, Mr. Harris, the dog pound. I think the dog pound's going to come in and we're going to take this 3.0. And I just think the Saints just have too many pieces that are just missing right now to be competitive. And I think there's a point to prove in Cleveland. So let's roll with the Cleveland quarterback.
No.
You really think Watson's going to do anything?
No,
do I think he's going to win a Super Bowl?
It's going to be like 30-mile-an-hour crosswinds.
Okay, so what does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, I mean, Chubb, I can see that. Nobody's going to want to tackle Nick.
No, it's 30-mile-an-hour crosswind. It's in the stadium. I don't think it's going to be that bad. Like, let's just legitimately look at this. Like, New Orleans is a team that is not really clicking, and the Browns are a team that are still putting up points. I don't see New Orleans being able to stop Cleveland. I mean, yeah, Cleveland. So, but that's just my call. You guys say what you want to say.
It's too cold.
That's just
You
what
don't know
it
what's
is.
going to happen in too cold.
I agree. It's cold there. This is something that I thought you would have taken the under in OBD.
Fuck, I'm not taking the under anymore in any cold games. Like you don't know. People
They're gonna be skating across that field.
Sometimes you trying to run the
It's
score
gonna
up.
be like 6-12, and it ain't gonna be because anybody kicked any field goals.
This is not a Denver Broncos
Just 3
game.
extra points.
This is not a Denver Broncos. This game will finish up
21
to 10.
I could see a special teams punt return here. I don't know which team, but I can see a special teams punt return in this one.
Like I said,
So
21-10.
weird kick's gonna drag all over. Somebody's gonna be smart. Put two
21-10. 20. Yeah, I think that's a good pick. I say Chubby still gets his 100 yards.
Yeah,
Keeps his league. He's
yeah,
got to do something to stay up with what's that fella's name over there in Tennessee?
the big old boy Derrick Henry.
That big boy them cornrows, son.
He's a big old boy. He's a big old fella.
He's gonna go for 200 this week. 200.
We've got Seattle versus Kansas City in Kansas City. Jay Whitey and Lapjacks. Lapjacks, who you got?
These are two of the ugliest colors together ever. The
True.
fluorescent blue and then the yellow and the red.
It is.
Oh,
It's awful. It's like a 70s house.
I don't even know if it's like.
I don't even know it's 70s.
It's like an alien shit in a 70s house.
Yeah, it's like that messed up shag carpet that it was. Like
Nah, it's all about picking a loser. I'm gonna pick a loser. And the team that lost was the Seahawks.
plus 10.
Seahawks. So is Jay Whitey. He's gonna try and mimic me throughout the rest of the season so he can maintain his lead.
I turned my picks into you to set the record straight.
You can tell the audience whatever you think is great there.
He said, "Look,
your alternative facts."
No, I
don't hold water.
Yeah, I definitely looked at it. I was like, what's Lap going to pick that this week? Because I give a shit.
Yeah, that's exactly how I make my picks.
My shits are given.
Yeah.
No Taylor Lockett this week. I always get my DraftKings pick every week. I think Mr. Marquise Goodwin is going to be a sleeper and probably going to get 104 receptions, 5 receptions at about $1.20 with no T Lockett.
Yeah, get some looks.
I could see Geno throwing and keeping at least within 7. You know what I mean? I don't see why not. Geno's good, and Kansas City's secondary ain't that good either. They give up some yardage.
Seattle is a team.
Yes, cold. It'll be cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Seattle. Yeah.
What's the over to 49? Yeah, I could see 27-20. So I'll take the under, maybe. You think it's going to go over?
I think these teams are going to score. I mean, both of these teams are phenomenal teams right now. Both of them are leading their divisions. And, thing about it is you got to keep winning to try to lock down those good spots in the playoffs. So, I'm impressed with Geno. I'm impressed with Seattle completely as a team right now. I didn't expect them in the beginning to do anything worth a squirrel fart, and they're completely dominating their division. So, what is he doing?
Okay, hold on a second.
Showing you his ass.
Oh,
your nonsense.
Oh my God.
Harrison back there. Wow. Hudson's back there getting it. It is -6 in Kansas City right now.
For the first time, a dog.
Man, it'll be 3 degrees. 3 degrees on Saturday.
Oh, that's gonna be great. I cannot wait to sit in the house. I cannot wait to sit in the house and watch football all day Saturday.
I go with the under. It's gonna be cold. We'll be running the ball.
I think.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. I'm making chili and I'm sitting at the house watching football, drinking beer, and eating chili all day. You making a turkey?
10 to 15. Man, it's gonna be cold.
Okay.
They're still gonna throw the ball.
So my is.
They ain't gonna feel it. They're gonna be out there sweating and running around. And it's gonna be 17 degrees in the afternoon. It's not gonna be terrible for football.
Yeah,
it may be an offensive good time. There's no snow or anything.
If I was a gambling man, and I am, I would take the over just for the fun, shits and giggles. But look, this was a very confusing game. You're like, wait, who the fuck is playing? The Houston Oilers versus, hey, I'm confused. But look, either way it goes, I'm taking the Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry 3-point game. Houston, the Texans, super suck. Don't let that Cowboys debacle fool you. Derrick Henry is still trying to play for the playoffs. And even though Tannehill is out, a lot of people are not sold on the backup quarterback from Liberty. Last time he played against Houston, which is his first time in the game, he had an awful showing. But I think everybody learns when you sit behind someone and you got some NFL playing time. So I'm going to go with this one. Derrick Henry's going to have a big day. And I think the quarterback is going to impress us because he's going to take care of the ball. Let's go. 3 points. Let's go. Winning by 6.
I think the only reason that the NFC's -3 is because they're playing Houston, and that's what everybody sees is them keep losing. Man, they drove Kansas City into overtime. They gave Dallas, a whooping? Man, come on. Who else was in there? These guys fuck with every single team they play, so I wouldn't get all carried away with just 3 points here. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston actually gets a win out of this.
And Malik Willis, yeah.
Been falling apart. They shown they don't like to play in the cold. It's going to be cold there too. That's why that spread's 35.5 because it's going to be bitter.
It is.
So,
it is.
It's going to be a tight one. I wouldn't be surprised if Houston turns around and wins this.
I bet you Henry has 30 touches, 30 handoffs. 30
if they have the ball that much.
Yeah, they will. I mean, think about it like you said. Houston,
same weather that's in KC. It's 20 degrees, 10-mile-an-hour winds for Saturday.
It's cold.
A lot of quick slants and them wide receiver screens to get them guys involved, but those are easy to defend.
Malik Willis is starting. Tannehill's sitting.
Yeah, that's what I said. Malik Willis. Everybody is down on the Liberty quarterback, but you know what? He had a good showing.
Dude's good.
And the thing about it is he won his championship in cold weather. So go with Houston. I'm going with Malik. Let's roll. They fucked him off by bringing him all the way to the first round of the NFL draft and getting drafted, but now he's there. So make it pick. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Washington Commander Redskins versus the San Francisco Gold Miner 49ers in the Bay. Look, everybody's picking this game. I don't even want anyone to say anything until we reveal the picks, and then we'll find out why everybody decided to pick who they pick. And go. Boom. All right, why'd y'all decide to go with Washington?
Because they lost last week.
There you go. Jay Whitey, is it because your sweatshirt says Washington?
Negative. I Brock Purdy. I think they're getting a little bit too hypey over there. I think Washington's defense is gonna. They're getting too hype, man. 6.5 points, no. 3 points, yes. But otherwise, no. The football team's they have a good defense. They just can't score points.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It's going to be low scoring. This thing's in San Francisco, and they're saying it's only going to be 37 points. There's a reason they're saying that. It's good. I mean,
it's going to be cold.
13-3.
It's going to be cold.
No, it'll be 13-7, and me and Lapjacks will play. Me and Lapjacks will win.
All right. Well, I'm 6.5. I'm rolling with San Francisco. I think they're a well-coached team. I think when you can bring a third-string quarterback in who didn't even get any type of shine in the draft at all and pull off some of the victories, sometimes you got to stick with being hot. And then, like my dad says, sometimes you got to stick with being lucky. So right now, I'm going to ride with the 6.5 because I feel like they're
trying to be lucky over there, buddy.
Hey,
trying to gain a game any way he can.
Right, look, shit luck train.
Hey, look, if I had been betting on luck, I probably wouldn't be 0-3. So, look, let's ride with a little luck and let's see what happens.
Bad
luck time without somebody.
Bad luck is still luck.
There you go. Well, we'll see what happens because here are the picks, ladies and gentlemen. So you make your decisions when you go to your bookie or anybody that you know that works at some type of establishment that takes money for sports bets.
Gambling.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas.
I say go gamble.
Enjoy opening them presents, peasants.
Feel free if you want to send us presents. Just follow us down there and tell us which presents.
Where are we at right now? What was the last time we looked? We got 5 followers, maybe 6.5.
5,000 million followers.
But Labjacks, you're doing a great job at that Twitter account there, buddy. Fantastic job.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I really don't care. So
sniping.
I don't care.
It's okay. We'll put Jay Whitey in charge of it next season.
No, I don't want to be. I'm down for one follower per year. We do this. That's our goal. One follower.
So
We're good. We're good for 7 years.
All day. I'm not tweeting all Sunday. You guys have fun and you banter.
You're the one that asked to be the twit there.
I already have conversations I'm involved in via text. I'm not doing that shit on there.
And there you go. And on that note,
people who aren't paying attention,
let's ride.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas and enjoy
Christmas.
Yeah.
We had a whole Christmas theme.
Yeah.
Did that last year? Santa was flying across the
screen. Yeah, you went big. You went big last year.
Flying across the screen and whatnot.
Yeah, did you forget Christmas is? These dogs, they want to go outside. It's do you know it's -2 degrees?
A little more willing to spend time on it when I'm in first.
Yeah, it probably so. But look, we'll see how we all play out next week. Everybody place their bets. Have a good Christmas. It's football all weekend.
Merry Christmas, fellas.
Merry Christmas. Have a happy New Year.
Yeah.
DJ Omi D.